It's 7 o'clock in the morning. MLB The Show is down and you're asking yourself why. Well, game update number 3 has arrived. What is happening in game update number 3? We start off with general. They fixed a bug that would cause inconsistent pinpoint timing for pitchers with quick deliveries when pitching from the stretch. This has been something that has been a problem since day one, and I'm glad that they are finally addressing it. Hopefully it does get fixed, because there are some pitchers that no matter what you attempt to do when pitching from the stretch in terms of matching exactly what the preview shows you, you will still get it incorrect. And it's the most frustrating thing in the world because oftentimes you leave pitches hanging. Number 2, fixed an issue where controller vibration would fail to turn off after completing certain tutorials. Fixed an issue where Matt Waldron, the knuckleballer, would spin after a strikeout animation. Fixed various tagging issues that could happen due to larger base sizes. For some reason, on perfect throws from the cutoff man to infielders, the tag is not as quick when applied. I think that is something else that they should definitely look at, because there are often times I'm throwing from third to the cutoff man, which is usually the first baseman, and then from first to third, and the tagger is literally, one, not catching it in front of the base, and two, the tag is just relatively slow as opposed from center field to second base, where the tag is like super quick right on the bag. It's weird, it might just be me, but I swear it happens. Fixed a crash when entering moments. Fixed an issue causing network errors when entering Play Now daily rosters. Fixed an issue where the CPU was throwing balls at an excessively high rate. Two-way players will now be eligible for the Home Run Derby in franchise and Road to the Show. Diamond Dynasty. Pitcher energy for two-way players who enter a game from the bullpen will now function properly. This is a huge change, because in Ranked and Battle Royale, what would be the meta currently is getting one of those two-way players in John Donaldson or Babe Ruth on your team, and as soon as your starting pitcher gets 3 outs, you just bring them in, and they have full stamina. It doesn't last throughout the entire game, but having full stamina, especially in Battle Royale with halfway confidence, is enormous when it comes to preventing opponents from just hitting home runs and getting hits in general. Fixed the bug in mini seasons where if the user added the same player card on their team, the CPU card stats would display in game for the user's team stats. Fixed a crash when exiting mini seasons. Fixed an issue that would cause the wrong bat skin to be displayed in game, and reduced the strobing that occurred when a user simulates through Conquest. I'm not sure what's going on when it comes to the strobing, but it's not something I want to deal with or hear about again. So I'm glad they fixed that issue. Let's go to online head-to-head. Fixed an issue where defensive shifts were not lining up correctly. Fixed the freeze that would occur when loading into a game. Fixed the bug where users could become stuck with the waiting for notification displayed on screen in online gameplay. Fixed an issue where offensive players or teammates of the active fielder would witness abrupt changes in player location, warping in the outfield, and then general stability improvements. Inside of co-op, they fixed an issue where throw meters would not appear when using button accuracy. Fixed multiple instances where freezes could happen after an in-game substitution, and fixed a bug related to pause timers that could cause the game to freeze. Road to the Show. Users will no longer be invited to the Future Stars game while in the MLB. That's funny. You're in the MLB, already an established major leaguer, and they're inviting you still to the Future Stars games. Implemented new Future Stars game intros. Fixed an issue where players would get stuck in a loop of the same defensive play repeatedly. Various pronoun commentary adjustments for both female and male players. Players will no longer have the number 42 on their jersey during a draft combine. In franchise, fixed a crash while simulating past draft day with certain custom rosters. Fixed a crash while simulating to the futures game with certain custom rosters. Adjustment made to text colors in the contract management screen. Draft board will now show drafted player positions. In storylines, fixed an issue where the nodes in year 1998 would be marked as complete when pressing down to navigate to the 1998 map from 1996. Fixed a server exception error that was occurring due to disconnecting from storylines and trying to re-enter the mode. Fixed issue where the jitter background SFX would continue after disconnecting and returning to the main front end menus. Fixed a bug that caused the box score to display the same name for both teams in game. And they fixed Buck Leonard's student of the game moment. Custom leagues, which I'm not even sure if a lot of people are doing these. Fixed an issue that would cause a challenge failed error when matching up with another user. Miscellaneous, various commentary, presentation, updates and adjustments. The addition of the minor league baseball Copa de la Diversión uniforms for AA and AAA. Fixed a graphic issue on the 400-foot center field wall at the Rogers Center. Updated Roy Halladay Hall of Fame logo at the Rogers Center. And various UI improvements for improved legibility. So that means that it's hopefully not as bright anymore, and we could actually see. You might be thinking I got a camera to the left of me when I'm looking at the camera. No, I just left MLB The Show's UI up because I knew it would be bright enough to shine my face and give me good lighting. So I said it's perfect, you know, as a content creator in the nighttime. Nintendo Switch. Fixed the crash when entering game modes in Diamond Dynasty. Fixed the freeze that could occur when playing with single Joy-Cons during online gameplay. And fixed inconsistencies on the right field Jumbotron in Busch Stadium. On Xbox, they fixed an issue that could cause a soft lock on Xbox during boot up. Now we got some developer notes, and these to me, along of course with the crucial fixes such as two-way players and getting that knuckleballer to basically get nerfed a bit, are probably the most important notes that there are, because they let us know how they feel based on the feedback that we are providing them. So balance changes. In a content update coming Friday, the 29th, Matt Waldron will see an increase to velocity on his knuckleball and slight decrease to his break. This should make his knuckleball generally easier to hit. We will continue monitoring community feedback and adjusting if needed. To me, it sounds like a step in the right direction, but I still think that he's going to be good, because most of the players that struggle against Matt are not necessarily the top players, but everyday casuals that get on and they're like, damn, now I gotta face a knuckleballer for 3 innings? I might as well have just gone to the bedroom and slept with my wife instead of trying to have fun this way, you know? Co-op cooldown adjustments. In a content update earlier today, we have reduced the co-op cooldown penalties to reflect the penalties from previous years. We appreciate your feedback as we continue to monitor co-op and all other modes within MLB The Show. I don't know how I feel about the cooldowns, because sometimes you're in a freeze-off and you get punished for leaving the freeze-off. So there is probably no way that they can detect that you're in a freeze-off, but in my opinion, there should be a cooldown timer limit. You should not be able to get more than 1 hour as your cooldown timer. It should go probably from 5 minutes to 15 to 30 to 45 to 1 hour. And if you're a repeat offender for 2 to 3 days, then 5 minutes is no longer available to you. You just start instantly with half an hour and you increase to an hour if you're a repeat offender. XP cap in Diamond Dynasty. This is a very important discussion because a lot of people are actually pissed that they can't go ahead and move throughout the XP reward program. And in my opinion, I think that it's great, because you're not supposed to finish it in 1 day, 1 week, or 1 month. If you want to have a game where progression matters, it needs to take time for you to obtain higher quality cards. So the XP cap, that's the purpose of it. But they said, we've seen a lot of discussion surrounding the XP cap in Diamond Dynasty and wanted to take some time to explain its design, intention, and provide context as to how it functions. First off, how does the XP cap work? The daily XP cap is 15,000 XP and only affects XP earned through gameplay. This means that XP earned through various other areas in Diamond Dynasty are not affected by the cap. If you have already reached the XP cap for the day and you complete a section of a program, that rewards 3000 XP, you will still receive that XP reward. The cap exists strictly for XP earned through on-the-field activity, such as hitting home runs, tallying strikeouts, etc. The cap does not impact XP earned by completing objectives in a program such as Spring Breakout. I can't explain it any better than that. If you go and do Conquest, and there is a repeatable goal inside of Conquest, or mini seasons, Battle Royale, whatever game mode that awards you 1000 experience each time you complete it, then that is not affected by the XP cap. So you can go ahead and invest your time to complete that goal in whatever duration it takes you to get that 1000 XP to get as far as possible. But it's going to be time consuming, and it's great because that means that there are literally little to no exploits to go ahead and abuse XP. The gameplay XP cap is lower than it has been in previous years. That is intentional, and instead we place larger amounts of XP rewards throughout various programs. In Diamond Dynasty, for example, the Battle Royale program holds a total of 35,000 XP. This will continue throughout the course of each season. Amen to that. As more content is dropped, there will be more ways to earn large amounts of XP within the content outside of the gameplay XP. In addition, we have plans for double XP weekends in the future, where the cap will also be temporarily raised to double its current value. All of this will allow the average user to keep up with relevant rewards from the XP reward path without needing to hit the gameplay XP cap consistently. I'm not trying to be funny here, right? But if they're giving you double XP and they double the current value of the XP cap, then they're not really making any changes whatsoever. You're literally gonna hit it in the same amount of time. The only difference is that you will get more XP for what you would have done previously, but it's only because the XP is doubled and the cap is doubled. But if it takes you 3 hours to hit it, it's still going to take you 3 hours to hit it, even with double XP. We understand it can be frustrating to reach the gameplay XP cap, but it is necessary for the pacing of the content and to prevent the 99 overall rewards at the end of the path from interfering with the gradual rise in player overalls too soon. Please keep in mind that the intent for the XP reward path is to provide free rewards which can be earned passively over time, and the time frame for an entire XP reward path is meant to last an entire 12-week season. Player overalls creep up slowly throughout the XP reward path, and it was our intention that each new player with a higher overall feels like a boss. For that section of the XP reward path, you can think of obtaining the 91 overall player as the boss player for the first few weeks. Obtaining the 93 overall player would be the boss player for the next few weeks, and so on. This is meant to reward an overall relevant player item at multiple points throughout the season, accumulating in the 99 overalls toward the end of the season. We believe players should be rewarded with 99s even if it takes longer, but we are of course always monitoring feedback around every aspect of our game. Don't ask me why I struggle saying monitoring. Like, I can't even say it there. I don't know what it is. I think it's because I roll my R's, and right now it's just not letting me pronounce words correctly, or that word correctly. I don't know why. We fully expect someone who completes most of the content throughout the course of a season to obtain the 99 overall rewards by the end of the season. If you are someone who is hitting the daily gameplay XP cap consistently, you are on track to earning the 99 overall rewards much sooner, which means you are on a great pace for the 12-week season. So go touch some grass, go get laid. That's basically what they're telling you. That means you may be among the first to earn 99 overall rewards from the XP reward path, because the majority of 99 overall rewards are added to Diamond Dynasty in other areas. Any change to the gameplay XP cap would only accelerate the pace and compromise the gradual rise in player overall ratings. We will continue to monitor community feedback around this topic. Thank you as always, MLB The Show. This was great. I loved it. The developer notes were amazing. I do have something to add though. I think, and I've seen this on Twitter as well, that instead of a daily XP cap, they should bring a weekly XP cap. So it resets every Sunday. And if the daily XP cap right now is 15,000, as I believe they said it is, that means that it's going to be roughly 30, 60, 90, 105k XP. So every Sunday you are able to get 105k XP from that Sunday X time to the next Sunday X time. What does this allow you to do? Okay, you have to travel for work Monday through Wednesday, and you won't be able to play MLB The Show. It allows you to come back on Thursday and still make up for all that XP you missed. The way it's working right now, if unfortunately you couldn't play for 1 week, you have fallen too far behind to get the rewards at the current pace you probably would have preferred to, unless you go ahead and slave away into getting those objectives that still grant you XP in order to make up for that 15,000 you missed each and every single one of those days. So I think that a weekly XP cap would be a lot better, and since the XP reward programs are paced out for 12-week seasons, it would still allow the overalls to gradually rise instead of all coming down at once and everybody running around with 99 overall teams. But that is just my 2 cents to it. Overall, I like the communication, and the changes that are being made right now are great. I have no problems with them. I'm very happy that they decided not to touch hitting. Yes, there are a ton of fluky hits, such as late hits dropping, super early hits dropping, just late home runs, etc. But at the end of the day, that's baseball. And you're playing a baseball game. You're not always going to square up the ball and get a base hit. Sometimes you're just lucky. And some people are a lot more lucky than others. And that's just the way it goes sometimes. If you guys did end up enjoying today's content, check out the description. We got our Twitch. We are going to have our Discord soon there. It might be up by the time you're watching this video, so check out the description for that as well. Our second MLB The Show channel, which will be our gameplay channel, as well as our social medias. Make sure you guys are following if you're not following already. Have a blessed day and night. Stay positive, stay safe, stay blessed, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace out.